At every family gathering, my 15-year-old was quietly overlooked while my niece was praised as the future of the family. I ignored it for a long time until one dinner when my grandmother casually asked my daughter what she does online all day. She looked up and answered simply. The entire table went silent. My sister leaned over and whispered, "You never told us that." I let them ignore my daughter for 3 years. 3 whole years of family dinners where everyone treated Emma like wallpaper while my niece Isabel got praised for literally everything she did, and I just let it happen. Do you think that makes me a bad mother? Because I'm starting to think it does. Emma is 15 now. Always been the quiet type. Spends most of her time in her room with her laptop and headphones. Meanwhile, my sister Monica's daughter Isabel is this golden child who can't sneeze without someone throwing a parade. Every family gathering was the same. Monica bragging about Isabel's latest achievement while Emma sat there invisible. Isabel made honor roll again. Isabel's joining the debate team. Isabel got invited to some prestigious summer program. Emma. Nobody even asked her how school was going. My Aunt Carol literally said at Easter dinner, "Isabella is the future of this family." Right in front of Emma, I saw my daughter's face drop, and I just squeezed her hand under the table like that would fix anything. I should have said something. I know that now. But this Thanksgiving, everything changed. We're all sitting around my parents' table. Monica's going on about Isabel's Community Service Award when my grandma, sweet Grandma Ruth, who never causes drama, suddenly turns to Emma. "Honey, you're always on that computer. What do you do online all day?" The whole table went quiet. I could practically feel everyone thinking the same thing, that Emma was just wasting time on games or social media. Monica actually smirked. My brother-in-law chuckled under his breath. Emma looked up from her plate. "I run a YouTube channel teaching kids how to code. I have 340,000 subscribers. I also do freelance web design. Last month, I made $4,200. Imagine the silence that followed. My sister went pale. My mom's fork clattered onto her plate. Isabel's mouth literally fell open. And I was sitting there trying not to lose it because I was so proud of Emma, and so angry at myself for not defending her sooner. 300,000. My mom whispered. "Yeah," Emma said totally casual. "I teach Python, web development, stuff like that. Started when I was 13, nobody knew what to say." Then Monica leaned forward with this fake interested smile. "You didn't tell us that," she said. Then she looked at Isabel. "Maybe you two should start being friends now. Isabel's interested in computer science too, right, sweetie?" Isabel nodded eagerly, suddenly looking at Emma like she mattered. "Yeah, Emma, can you show me your channel? We should totally hang out, Emma." Her whole face lit up. "Really? That would be awesome." That's when I felt it. This hot, angry feeling in my chest. Because where was this interest last month, last year? All those times Emma sat alone at family dinners while everyone circled around Isabel. Now that my daughter had proven herself, suddenly she deserved attention. Suddenly, she was good enough. The rest of dinner was weird. Everyone kept asking Emma questions, and she answered with such genuine happiness, because she was finally being seen. Monica kept talking about cousin bonding. My mom said she always knew Emma was special. I smiled and nodded, but inside I was furious. After dinner, Emma went upstairs with Isabel to show her the channel. Monica found me in the kitchen. "Isn't this great?" she said, loading dishes. The girls finally connecting. I stared at her. "When's the last time you asked Emma about her life before tonight?" Monica blinked. "What? I ask about her all the time." "No, Monica, you don't. You called Isabel the future of the family, right in front of her." Her face went hard. "Isabel works hard. She has real accomplishments. I can't help it if Emma never told us what she was doing." We just stared at each other. Upstairs, I could hear Emma and Isabel laughing. "What would you have done?" I walked away, went upstairs, and watched Emma showing Isabel her whole world, the world she built while our family ignored her. And Isabel actually seemed interested, asking real questions. Driving home, Emma wouldn't stop talking. "Mom, Isabel wants to learn coding from me. Aunt Monica said we should do weekly family dinners so we can bond. Isn't that amazing?" "Yes, sweetie," I said. "Amazing." But I couldn't sleep that night. I kept seeing Emma's face from all those dinners where nobody noticed her. Kept thinking about how easily everyone was pretending they'd always cared when they'd literally treated her like she was invisible. And I realized they were teaching Emma that love is conditional, that you only matter if you're successful enough. By morning, I knew what I had to do. I wasn't going to let this slide anymore. But I also wasn't going to hurt Emma in the process. What I was planning would make my family face exactly what they'd done to my daughter. And trust me, very soon they were all going to understand what it feels like to be invisible. Monica texted me 2 days later. Let's do weekly family dinners. Keep the girls bonding. Suddenly, she cared about family time. Isn't that convenient? I spent those 2 days actually looking at Emma's YouTube channel. Really looking at it. Professional graphics, detailed tutorials, thousands of comments from kids thanking her. And I realized I was almost as bad as them. She told me about it months ago. And I just nodded while cooking dinner, not understanding what she'd built. My daughter had created something amazing while being ignored by everyone. How does that make you feel about me as a mother? I called Grandma Ruth. Why do you ask Emma about her channel at Thanksgiving? Because I've watched that child disappear at family dinners for 3 years, she said quietly. Someone needed to actually see her. So, Sunday, we went to Monica's house. Emma was excited, laptop in hand, ready to teach Isabel. I was ready for something else. Dinner started fine. Monica had gone all out. Fancy meal. Everyone being extra nice to Emma, asking surface questions about her channel. My mom kept saying, "We're so proud of you." Like she had always felt that way. Emma was glowing. Part of me wanted to let her enjoy the moment. Then my brother Jake spoke up. "You know, my son Tyler's really into computers. Maybe Emma could tutor him." "We pay, of course." I put my fork down. "Pay her?" "Tyler's 11. Emma already teaches kids his age for free on her channel, but you've never once asked her about her interest at family dinners." Silence. Monica's smile tightened. "We're making an effort now, right? Now that she's successful enough to be useful." "Mom," Emma said softly. "Emma, do you remember Easter?" I asked. "When Aunt Carol called Isabel the future of this family," her face fell. "Yeah. Did anyone ever apologize for that?" I looked around the table. Did anyone think about how that made her feel? Monica stood up. "Why are you ruining a nice dinner by bringing up old stuff? 7 months is an old Monica, and this has been happening for years. You ignored her, until she proved herself by your standards." My dad jumped in. "Nobody ignored her. Emma's quiet. She never wanted attention." I laughed bitterly. "She's quiet because you made her invisible. Kids don't choose to be overlooked." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "Mama, stop. It's okay. They're being nice now." "But why only now?" I said. "Why did you have to prove yourself first?" Monica's face turned red. "We're trying to make an effort. And you're throwing it in our faces. Maybe if you told us about her channel, I shouldn't have to." I cut in. "She's your niece. You should have cared whether she had 0 subscribers, or 1,000,000. The room erupted. My mom said I was being dramatic. Jake said I was ruining everything. Monica insisted they'd always cared. Emma grabbed her laptop and ran upstairs. Later, I found her crying in Isabel's room. I sat beside her and pulled her close. "I'm sorry, sweetheart." "Why did you do that?" She sobbed. "They were finally being nice and you ruined it. Emma, you deserve people who care about you for who you are, not what you've accomplished." "But nobody does," she cried. "Nobody except you and Grandma." That broke my heart. There was a knock. Isabel stepped in looking nervous. "Emma, are you okay?" Emma wiped her eyes. "Yeah." Isabel sat on the bed. "My mom told me to be friends with you after Thanksgiving. She said you were worth knowing now." We both stared at her. "I didn't think about it then," Isabel continued quietly. "But that's messed up. I should have wanted to know you because you're my cousin." She looked at Emma. "I'm sorry. You mean it?" Emma asked. "Yeah, I still want to be friends, but because you're cool, not because of your channel." They hugged. Downstairs the arguing continued. I walked into the dining room. Everyone stopped. "I'm not apologizing," I said. "Emma deserved better, and you know it." Monica crossed her arms. "So what? We're supposed to gravel?" "No. I want you to actually do better, not just perform now that she's proven herself." Then something finally shifted. A week later, the calls and texts started. Suddenly, everyone cared. "It feels kind of fake," Emma said one night. She was right. That Friday, she came home envelope. Inside was a $500 check from Aunt Carol. For the future of our family, Emma looked torn. Should I keep it? Is she being kind? I asked. Or buying her way out of guilt? That night, I made a decision. I created a private Facebook group and asked one question. When was the last time you had a real conversation with Emma before Thanksgiving? No one had an answer except Grandma Ruth. And eventually, my mom showed up at my door in tears. I only have 7 photos of Emma in 3 years, she said. I didn't realize, but the pictures don't lie. It was the first real apology. Not everyone was willing to face it, so we sent the check back. Then Emma asked for my phone. She posted, "I don't need to be successful to be worth your time. I've always been the same person. Some of you are really trying now and I appreciate that. But some of you are only being nice out of guilt. I can tell the difference. Love, Emma." I hit send for her, and the responses came quickly. Some people were defensive. Jake said she was disrespectful to elders. But others truly hurt her. My dad wrote, "You're right, Emma. I'm sorry. Let's start over for real." That night, Emma asked me something that caught me off guard. "Do you think they'll actually change, or will they ignore me again once this drama dies down?" I didn't know the answer, but I said, "We'll find out." 2 weeks later, life tested everyone. Emma's YouTube channel got hacked. Years of work were partially destroyed. She came home crying, devastated. I held her, knowing this moment would show who really cared about Emma, not her success. Emma didn't tell the family right away. She quietly tried to fix it herself. When my mom finally found out, her reaction was immediate and genuine. "What can I do to help?" She offered to sit with Emma so she wouldn't be alone. Emma looked at me afterward and whispered, "She really cares, doesn't she?" Not everyone reacted the same. Monica worried about subscriber counts. Jake led Tyler's tutoring sessions. Carol suggested Emma spend money she didn't have. That hurt the most. Emma realized some people only cared when she was successful. Then Isabel showed up unexpectedly with her laptop. "I'm helping," she said. She'd taken notes from Emma's videos and helped re-record tutorials all weekend. My mom brought food. My dad stopped by and told Emma he was proud of her resilience. That meant more than success ever could. Later, Emma had to do a family tree project at school. She interviewed everyone, those who showed up and those who didn't. Her presentation was honest, not cruel. She talked about real support versus conditional love. Her teacher gave her an A and praised her emotional intelligence. Monica was angry at first, but then something changed. She came over, apologized sincerely, and proved it by helping Emma recover the channel. She focused on what Emma needed, not numbers. 5 days later, the channel was restored. By Christmas, the change felt real. Carol apologized properly. Jake made an effort. Conversations were genuine. Emma wasn't invisible anymore. She was seen for who she was, not what she achieved. On the drive home, Emma hugged me and said, "Thank you for not letting Clear's throat them make me invisible." And I knew we'd done the right